Monday, July 21st, 1969. Man walks on the moon for the first time. That's incredible, right? What an incredible event. How many people were by their TVs or reading the newspaper articles, reading anything they could to hear about this? It's one of those life-changing events that happen in the world. How would you feel if you missed that? Today I want to talk a little bit about the term FOMO, FOMO, stands for the fear of missing out. And it is one of the most powerful emotions that every one of us feel. It's a psychological trigger that most humans cannot avoid feeling something. In fact, I was reading in a financial investment guide the other day, and Naveed Abdali said the fear of missing out single-handedly caused every single investment bubble in human history. No other emotion is more powerful than FOMO. So if you think about how that applies to investments and money, that fear of missing out. Now, as you look at it, you think, how can we positively pull that back and use that in our own marketing? And one of the cool things that I've seen out there is it definitely can be, and it can be really fun. Some of the things that I'll tell you that you need to do to add to your marketing is, say you're going to have an event, say you're doing a presentation, or you've got a booth at some show. If you do, you got to come back and say, okay, how am I going to make that have that FOMO, that feeling? And some of the best things you can do is when you invite people, you got to remind yourself, don't just give them the information. You got to share with them the emotion. You got to share with them the passion, the excitement, the fun of what's going to be there. And people can feel that when you express it, and that makes them have that desire to be there. Peer pressure is another great one. Is opinion leaders, people that are attending, that you know that are attending, let them talk about it. Say they're attending. Have them bring up that they're going to be attending your booth or coming to your event. All that generates within us. We all want to be around the cool kids. We all want to be around the people that we respect or admire or that we think are on top of the world. And if they're expressing a desire to be there, then we want to jump on that bandwagon. We want to be a part of that. And then everything you do, from the invitation down to how you prep, is be thinking, okay, what am I doing to make sure that I'm providing this event where people will not want to miss out on, and that people will talk about it. And you have to give them those little bit of tidbits. You got to show them, okay, here's kind of what our booth's going to look like, or here's some of the things we're talking about. You don't want to give them all the information. You want to only give them a little bit, but enough to excite them and make them excited about what you're offering there. To me, I think FOMO is something that adds a whole lot of fun. We used to do events where we would have a timeline where people would say, okay, we've only can fit so many people in this event, and we're only taking applications or RSVPs up to this time. So when you add a little bit of timeline, a little bit of the scarcity principle, people jump on that and they don't want to miss out. Or even if you say by invitation only, and then you invite so many people, right? Because it says by invitation only, they want to be included. They want to be one of those people that receive the invitation. Anyway, those are just some methods to add a little bit of excitement to what you're doing and add that feeling that people need. I would say that FOMO is one of those things that can really make a difference in how people feel about your brand and about the attitudes and atmosphere around your company. So my challenge to you is this, is go out and look at your upcoming events and say, have I provided enough to make it so exciting that nobody wants to miss out on it? And if I haven't, what can I do to add to that? I know this will help you. And again, this is our point of view.